Today is Monday, September 28th, and it's good to see you. The last time I made a video by myself for our devotionals was on a Wednesday night, August, I think it was 12th. I nearly cried making it, not because I felt the presence of the Lord, but because I was so frustrated. Nothing was working, and I kept dropping things. I had a horrible headache. I didn't feel good. Found out that next day that I had COVID. So that was my COVID video. Today, I'm past COVID, no COVID, recovering, getting stronger every day, and it's good to be back with you. This starts off our week of our 40-day fast called Operation Triage here at Freedom, and many friends that don't attend Freedom are also joining in on this fast. This is a different kind of fast. It's, first of all, a corporate fast. I know when you're on a personal fast, the Lord calls you away, and I do it many times without telling people. The scripture says, wash your face, go on, and don't talk about it. But this is a corporate fast. When there were corporate fasts called in the Bible, they were called. Everyone knew that everyone was doing a fast. So we're making this fast public, and we're doing this fast in a unique way. Every day there will be this fast with other people. You know they're going to be doing the same thing. The first week, we're focusing on desserts. Next week, drinking water only. We'll have a no meat week. We'll have a liquid week. We're just going to mix it up every week and ask you to participate. We even have different rankings of where you want to fall on the fast. So they're going to put up a graphic right now that'll show where we're at this week in level A, B, or C in our dessert. Now, I love dessert. When I got out of the hospital, a week of meals came to our house. And you know what I was really interested in many times was the dessert. What's for dessert? Wasn't really the healthy thing, but dessert's great, isn't it? You know what I'm talking about. And you may think, why is he talking about desserts this week when I can't have dessert? Because I want you to remember and think of how sweet dessert is. Because Psalms 119, 103, I'll be having this scripture all week, says that his words are sweeter than honey to your lips. You know, honey, a little dab of honey is sweet. It's good. Sugar, sweet. It's good. Sugar's not so good for you, but it sure tastes good. And I want to tell you a little story. My first run-in with trying to make something sweet. My family are bakers. My mom would have some type of dessert all the time. My grandma, every time we visited her, there would be a cake on a stand. I mean, that's just Southern stuff. I was raised in Central Texas, South Texas. You know, back in the 70s, 80s, you just had dessert ready. So we had puddings, we had pies, we had cakes, we had brownies, we had cookies, we had all kind of stuff, trifles. I mean, it was just there, candies. And I decided at the age of 12 to surprise my parents. They left me alone, and I thought, you know, I was bored. What can I do? I'll make a coconut cream pie. Now, here's a picture of what a coconut cream pie in Texas is supposed to look like. This is the kind my mom would make. My dad would even make them. I mean, so I thought, well, it can't be that hard. They look the same and taste the same every time. So I opted out of making my own pie crust, which my mom would do. But in times when company was coming over and she didn't have long to do stuff, she had some pie shells in the freezer that were pre-made from the store. So I thought, I'm not going to go through the agony of doing all the pie crust because I'm not sure about the rolling out and the flour and all that, and it looks messy and I have to clean it up. Remember, I'm 12. So I decided to use the pie crust out of the freezer, you know, because the time she'd done it, couldn't tell a lot of difference, although my mom's crusts are really flaky, really delicious. So I thought I'll use that. So I get all the ingredients for the pie out. I knew how to make the custard because I'd stirred it for them before, knew what it was supposed to look like. Even I don't think I did meringue. We had Cool Whip. They did the meringue. I thought I'll just do Cool Whip on it because, you know, you can do that. So the pie crust, when I got it out of the freezer, it said, do not use until cool. Don't fill until cool. So I was thinking, well, it's already cold, so I can't put the stuff in there when it's cold. So I need to let it go from cold to cool. No, I didn't bake it. I didn't cook it. I just let it cool from cold out of the freezer to cool on the counter. I finally touched it. It's like, okay, that's cool. It's not cold anymore. It's not hot. Poured the custard in it, put the Cool Whip on it, put it back in the refrigerator. My parents came home. so excited. Told them, I did something for you guys. I made you a pie. Pulled it out of the refrigerator. They were impressed. I mean, here's this 12-year-old kid holding a pie. Cut into it, served it. My mom took the first bite, and she said, how long did you cook the crust? I said, oh, it said you're not supposed to cook it. It's supposed to be cool. So I waited till it cooled off. Isn't that a great story? Then she explained to me, had you read on, you would have seen how long you needed to cook this pie crust. So I would say the foundation of every good Texas pie, every good Texas coconut cream pie is the crust. It's the crust. And for this fast, prayer is the foundation of everything we do in this fast. You know, you could say, well, I'm just not going to eat, and God's going to honor that. No, you need to pray and fast together. The time that you would normally eat dessert, the time you crave dessert, the time you reach for that chocolate candy on your desk, the time you go to your pantry and you want a cupcake or a Little Debbie or a cookie or anything, that's time to just pray. And thank God for what he's doing in your life, that flesh is being crucified and he is being glorified. And as you pray, pray for our nation. Pray that God would be glorified during this season. Pray that God would have his way. In the month of October, our series is Just Breathe. We've been talking about the Spirit of God flowing through us and prayer as oxygen and the things that we're needing to grow from. In this season, as things kind of gear up towards the election, the Supreme Court nomination, and as things get shaky, I want to tell you, just breathe. Just keep breathing. Don't panic. This fast is meant to help us concentrate together and focus together on the important thing, God in our life. And the important thing of the pie this week is prayer. Don't forget to pray. Thank you for participating in this fast. It's going to make a stronger you, a stronger family of God. Have a great day.